So, studies have shown that all women that eventually get divorced or they divorce their husband, whatever way, they end up thriving. They end up feeling better, they look better, they make more money, they have time for themselves, they are thriving but let me know, have you seen any woman that has been divorced and she's looking wretched? Let me know. But for me, when I say divorce woman, it might be hard at first, but later they end up, and you'll be like, your life is getting better now, all those kind of things.
All the divorced women that I know end up thriving when they leave their husband. So I understand this comment because it's been all over this video. If only I could afford to get divorced. And I understand that sentiment, I really do. But from what I've seen in my personal life with divorced women and on this app, can you afford not to? Because the price that women pay with staying with King Baby is their health, their career, their energy, their confidence, like everything. They over time, they lose everything valuable to them. Now, the thing that cracks me up is that women, all the women I know especially, and it's not just ADHD women, all the women I know have more energy than any man I know. Well, there's a few exceptions. Like I know a marathon run, whatever. But in general, women's energy seems to be limitless because we do everything. You've got women out here who are married to king babies, who do literally nothing, who go to work and come home. That's it. And the women work just as much as them, sometimes more, come home, do all house shit, all the childcare. And then they are his corn star, his therapist, and all the things. His personal secretary that reminds him of everything he needs to do, including buy his mom a Mother's Day present. And if you want to know more, just read this article I wrote that went viral for Harper's Bazaar. Because all the women that I know, even when they're retired, are doing like Mother Teresa type shit. Although I hear Mother Teresa actually sucks, but they're volunteering, they're taking care of grandkids. They never rest. The women that I know who are retired never rest, even in retirement. And then they watch TV. Maybe they play golf. I'm making a lot of generalizations. The point is, the women, so I'm 45. The women in my life who show up for me the most, other than the single women, are divorced moms who have custody split down the center. They go on vacations. I did a comedy show here in Lyon a few months ago. The single moms, boom, bought tickets right away because they have a day off, where the women, the moms who are married to men, they never have a day off. It's a big fucking deal for them to have one night out with the girls because King Baby just lets her do everything. And the divorced moms that I know are also thriving in their careers because they don't have the ego of a man holding them back. The vampire sucking energy out of them, exhausting them. So I challenge the people who are saying this comment in that last video. Just because you don't live with a man or married to a man doesn't mean you have to live alone. I was raised by a single mom. My dad set her free by fucking cheating on her. She thrived with other single moms. And I know some single moms are even moving into the same houses together because they're better parents than these fucking King Baby dads. Anyway.
Just tell me where the lie is. Like, this is just so true. So true. To be honest, this is so true. Let me know what you all think down in the comment section. Hey, beautiful people. How you all doing today? It's your girl, Maria David. And I'm back with another interesting video. So, have you ever seen any married woman, a divorced woman that is not thriving after marriage? Or do you think they thrive or they do not? For me, I feel like yes. I feel like they thrive even as in, I don't know how to explain it, but I know it's not going to be easy at first. When you see them, it's not going to be easy at first. It feels like, oh, nobody's going to take care of your children, or nobody can take care of you. It's going to be hard, only you doing everything. But you're actually in the marriage, you're still the only one doing everything. So what's the point? What's the point? So let me know what you all think in the comment section. I have a few stitches to share with you all. So sit down, relax, and let's watch the stitches together.
All the divorced women that I know end up thriving when they leave their husband.
Literally, all I needed to hear was the first sentence to say absolutely. So this right here is my backyard. All of that all the way up until that back line back there. And then I have all of this. And then we turn around here. All of this shit here is mine. All the way out there to the road. All this shit here is mine. All the way out there to the road. Again, let's take a look. All this shit here. And yes, before you ask, those fucking stumps are a pain in my ass. But all this shit here, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. All this shit here is mine. All that fucking yard space. I know it probably doesn't look like a lot to most people, but let's have a look up. See all these fucking pine trees? All this shit here. What does that produce? Fucking pine straw. Now, back when I was married, all right, my ex-husband didn't want me to cut the grass or anything like that. Didn't want me to do anything with the grass. He felt like that was his job, so I let him take care of it. And what happened? For damn near a month, our grass didn't get cut because the lawnmower was always breaking down. Now, keep in mind, we both had full-time jobs. But again, he wanted to take care of it. So I let him do him. So much that we end up getting a letter in the mail from our landlord saying that we had to cut our shit. What do I do? Which is what most women do. We take care of it. I found somebody to come and cut the yard for us because it was in my name. He doesn't get fucking letters. The letters come in my name because the house was in my name. But with all of this yard comes a bunch of fucking pine straw, and he took it upon himself to try to rake this fucking yard one day. And as a kid growing up, I was like, absolutely not. I'm never raking the fucking yard again because we had a big ass yard as a kid. No, thank you. And with all this yard, I'm not raking this shit. It would be a very time consuming thing, but he wanted to do it. I kid you not, it was like 20 fucking piles of pine straw out here. So we ended up splitting up, and the piles were still sitting in the yard. He came over here to pick my sons up one day, and I could see the smug ass look on his face because he thought this shit was going to be overgrown. He thought that the piles were going to be here. The shit was immaculate. I did not miss a beat. I now have a regular lawn care professional who comes and cuts my shit every 2 weeks religiously, and all this shit for $40. I didn't call him for anything. I think right before we split, I went and put some oil in my car, and he was like, you know, I could have done that for you. But if y'all go back, if y'all remember, if y'all been here long enough, you know that I made a story, or I told a story one time before of, you know, how he decided that, okay, I'll change your oil if you go and buy it. You're my husband. I got to go and buy my own fucking oil, and you'll put it in for me? Nah, I got this. I have not missed a beat since he was gone. If nobody else, I can depend on myself.
All the divorced women that I know end up thriving when they leave their fucking husband.
I'm only going to speak for myself when I say this. When I was married, I was cooking, cleaning, taking care of my son, going to work, and I had a side hustle. I took care of all of the finances in our home. I pretty much carried the entire relationship on my back. When he decided that he wasn't happy anymore and I let him go, I cannot tell you how amazing my life became. Initially, I went through shock because I was just like, I cannot believe this marriage of 20 years is over. But when he left, my life got easier almost immediately. And my company that I had quit my full-time job to just focus on my side hustle, Southern Elegance Candle Company, we went from doing low six figures to well over $1 million. And we have maintained that well over $1 million since I've been divorced. So I'm happier, I'm healthier, and my life, when I tell you at 52, my life is amazing. It is way better than I could have ever imagined. And I know for a fact it would not have been like that had I stayed with him. I was culturally conditioned to believe that all of the shit that I was doing was what I was supposed to do to keep him happy. And the shit did not keep him happy. It didn't keep him happy, and it didn't keep him faithful. And yes, I was doing all that other stuff too, if you really must know. So if you are in a relationship and you are a woman and you are of a certain age, whatever that age may be, because some of y'all feel like your life is over at 30. Some of them, y'all feel like it's over in your 40s. Some of y'all are in your 50s and dealing with it. Doesn't matter. I promise you, if you get out of that relationship, it's like getting off of a sinking ship and into a lifeboat. It's like you're going to look around and be like, damn, I almost went down with the ship, and I am perfectly capable of manning my own yacht. Like, I'm telling you, one of the reasons this app is so powerful is because we get to tell the stories that are the truth, not the stories that we've been led to believe. And as a woman, an older woman going through a divorce, I thought I would never find love again. I thought my whole life was over. I've had some of the best, never mind. My life is amazing. And I'm going to just leave it at that.
All the divorced women that I know end up thriving when they leave their fucking husband.
Can confirm, 1,000,000,000%. So when I left my first husband, I was not making a lot of money. I want to say maybe back then I was making like $55,000 a year. And I had to pay him child support because we had 50-50 custody, and that's how it works. Like, whoever is making more than the other person has to pay that person to make things equitable for the children. And he managed to lose his job while we were separated and going through the divorce, so therefore I had to pay him. And it wasn't a small amount for somebody who was making like $55,000 a year. I want to say it was almost like $400 a month I had to pay him. So during like the year after we split up, I ended up going into about $8,000 in credit card debt. I had to use my credit card sometimes to buy groceries and stuff. But so worth it, because that is how I got to level up my career. And I've mentioned it here before. Because we had 50-50 custody, I would stay late at work on the nights that I didn't have the kids and not have to get punished for it when I got home with a trashed house and demands of dinner being on the table and all the other wife stuff that you're supposed to do even as a full-time working person. You know, it was still my job, and I could travel for work and not get punished for it. I could do what I needed to do to grow my career because I didn't have him actively sabotaging me. And this is multiple women's stories. So therefore, after all of this time, I am finally now kind of at the pinnacle of my career, of what you can do when you do what I do. I wouldn't have been jack shit had I stayed with that man. And that is 100% true. Because, you know, it's one of those things, like when all, you know, these incels, I'm sure, will come on these comments and tell me I should have picked better. You don't know the way somebody is fully going to react till you're living with them full time, till you're married to them, especially with men, because men change the minute you become their legal possession, right? And so, yeah, you know, I chose what I chose, and then I left him and I leveled up. So
to me, this video is like an encouragement to someone going through a lot in their marriage. Probably you're thinking that, how will my life be when I leave this person? Will I be okay? Will I need him 24/7, or how can I survive without this man? You know, you deep down, you know that you're struggling in that marriage. This is like a video you should watch and just say, okay. Because to be honest, I'll keep saying it. At first, it might not look easy, but trust me, it gets better. Because you don't have that baggage, that Kim baby baggage with you anymore. So you have some luxury time that you never had. Excess work that you were doing, you have to cook, do this, ask for permission to do this, do that, is no longer there. Your mental health is better. Like, you feel happier. I don't know, but I see people that are divorced. In fact, I have someone that close to, at first the marriage was, you know, everything to her. It really weighed her down. She even got mentally depressed and everything. When she left you all, she's thriving now. Like, she's money. She's driving her best car right now. Like, even with her 3 children, Yes, even with her 3 children, she's doing very, very well. And sometimes she'll look back and be like, she wish she left earlier. Probably should have been even higher than what she is now. So this is like a wake-up call for people going through some, you know, women, we are powerful. On our own we can be. So you don't have to like put your life in danger because of one man. You feel like society, what will people say, what will my family say, and just stick in that particular marriage just because you just want to be there. Sometimes when you sit down and think about it, what am I actually gaining in this marriage? If you're not seeing anything tangible that you are gaining, it's like you're the one giving too much. You are working full-time, you're still doing full-time housewife again, because if husband and wife is working, going outside to work, if you come back to the house, it's still the wife that will do the cooking, the cleaning, still take care of the children. Why not the man? It's still be the woman that will do extra. That means you're doing extra work, and still you still do 50-50 with him. Like, when you think about it, like, it doesn't make sense. Is it worth it? So let me all know what you all think about this video down in the comment section. Do you think women that got divorced end up regretting their life while they divorced? I feel like the only regrets most of them have is that they didn't leave earlier than they do. I feel like that is most of the regrets that most videos I've seen, most articles I've read. The only regret I've seen or I've heard is they didn't leave earlier than they left. So probably it would have been better for them, or they will have even gone far than what they have already. So let me all know what you all think about this video down in the comment section. Thank you so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.